unforgettable journey into the Atlas Mountains of Morocco. It was there I met عليلوش, old enough to be my grandfather and with a lifestyle completely different to my own. Everything he takes for granted was a new experience for me. But we got on. In fact, we became good friends. And so I invited عليلوش to spend some time in my world, where everything I take for granted would be a new experience for him. This is the first of 2 special Blue Peter programs about the time we spent together. I went to pick him up from Heathrow Airport.
Well, his plane is due any moment now, and I can't begin to imagine what he must be thinking. He's left his tent on a mule, and he's arriving here at Heathrow on a jumbo.
To help with translation, عليلوش was travelling with Youssef, who'd been with us last year. I couldn't wait to see them both again.
I know the plane's landed, but I just hope that he hasn't got lost. I hope he's all right picking up his bags and what have you. If he's got a bag. Don't know.
I what?
There he is! Hey! Hello, Youssef! Hello, how are you? How are you? How was your journey? عليلوش! All right. Oh.
Yes. Very good.
You've got your stuff. Come on, shall we go?
I what?
All right, let's go. We're off.
I what?
Oh, hang on. عليلوش is loose in London. This is fantastic. Hello.
Hearing about their journey brought back the first part of my journey to try and find عليلوش last June. It was a long drive, so to pass the time, Youssef taught me a few essential Berber words.
Where is عليلوش?
Menza عليلوش.
Menza
Menza عليلوش.
Now, عليلوش is actually a nomad, which means that, like his father and his father before him, he lives in a tent and he's constantly on the move around the Atlas Mountains. But with no communication whatsoever in advance, I think finding him is going to be a little bit tricky. But Youssef's doing very well, seems to know where he's going.
We'd spent most of the day on winding roads to reach the village of Naqoub. عليلوش's family has always lived there. As we drove through, I was filled with excitement, and to be honest, I was a bit nervous too. I realised عليلوش was feeling exactly the same on our way back from Heathrow.
Well, welcome to England.
Yeah. Car.
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 That's it.
Megan car.
Car.
Megan car.
Car.
Megan car.
Skeren, skera. Road. Road.
car.
Everything was new to عليلوش, and I could see that he was trying to make sense of it all. I just hoped that things didn't seem too strange, and that I could make him feel as welcome as his cousin Adi had made me when I first arrived at his home.
This is it, we're at Adi's house, and this must be Adi. Adi! Salam alaikum! Okay?
Okay. لباس.
Oh, very hot and very hot. Ya hamal how?
شوية بركة.
Adi showed me round the village and explained that not so long ago he too had been a nomad like his cousin عليلوش. But 17 years ago he decided to settle down and move his family back to the village. He wants his children to go to school and to have a permanent home. Being a nomad is not easy.
It's obvious straight away that many things here are very different to back home. Ever since we've left Adi's house, he's grabbed my hand and he hasn't let go. Dinner time.
And with it, another totally new experience.
Insha. Insha, right, which means eat. Insha. Mohammed has come round with this kettle of clean running water so we can wash our hands. Thank you. There you are, Youssef.
Saha in Berber.
Yeah, sahat in Berber. And tagine is vegetables on the top.
And meat at the bottom. The tagine gets its name from the dish it's served in over a charcoal fire for hours at a time. Meat is precious in many households, and it's rude for a guest to start tucking in before the host tells him he can do so.
What time we leave in the morning?
We leave at 5:30 in the morning.
5:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yalla, bzaf.
Bzaf. Tonight, good sleeping. Tomorrow, عليلوش. Okay?
It was an early night for me in Morocco, and an early night for us all in London. And so, today too, in the UK.
I think the lads are absolutely shattered after yesterday's journey. They're both still fast asleep. But I'm off to the Blue Peter studio to start rehearsing for today's show. But we will be meeting up with them a little bit later on because عليلوش wants to watch a live Blue Peter. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'll give them a key anyway.
What I didn't know was that عليلوش and Youssef had plans of their own, and by all accounts packed more into a morning than most London tourists fit into a week.
I left him in bed this morning, you know.
فطور سوا مية هات لا تفوت هوا هوا
I'm not sure where عليلوش is, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Come on. Gone? Has عليلوش arrived yet?
Sorry, Matt, no sign of your guest yet.
الله
Please turn off your mobile phone.
شوف مني الذي شوف مني دقيقة من
Well, عليلوش is all right.
ما زمان ما زمان
Thank you.
Good. As long as you're all right. Yeah, hello?
15 minutes to run through. And your guests have arrived, Matt.
15 minutes to run through. Lovely, thanks. I've just got time to meet عليلوش. عليلوش! عليلوش! Hello! You made it! You made it! I'm so happy that you're all right. Okay? You had a good time. Youssef, where have you been? Where have you been?
Trafalgar Square.
You've been to Trafalgar Square?
yeah.
Is it Zef? Is it good? Yeah? Oh, the statues. With all the statues. Right? Yeah, very nice. Super. And Zef? London Zef?
زب
London's very good, he says.
Zef.
So, what have you got in your bag? Where have you been? Where have you been now? What's this? He's been on the London Eye. Was it good?
good
Yeah? Woo! Hi. Well, I'll tell you what, you'll have seen some sights up there, but I'm going to introduce you to the Blue Peter studio. So come along, this way.
Thank you.
Here we go. You're going to love this.
3, 2, 1. And go track.
Girls Aloud were on the show that day, and I did wonder what عليلوش would make of British pop music.
3, 4, 23, 2 next. 2 and 4. 3, 4, 2.
But he loved their song, and I had an idea.
Let's go and dance. We'll go and dance. We'll go.
1, 2, 3.
Girls Aloud's #1 fan.
It was a busy studio, including the letter E in our dog's alphabet. And عليلوش said later that he was a bit confused by it all. But when I asked if he'd enjoyed it, I wasn't surprised when he said that he'd quite like to invite Girls Aloud back to stay with him. So, day 2 came to a close. And although he had fun, London isn't a place that I would ever imagine عليلوش choosing to spend much time in. So, I thought I'd take them to my home in Durham.
Now, I really wanted to bring عليلوش and Youssef on this train journey home. Yeah, he's very excited about the train. We're going on that in just a minute. And I know he's really going to enjoy this. Certainly be a new experience. Yeah, come on, let's find the seats. It's a heavy one, that one. All right. Up you go. In you go, عليلوش. Up you go.
Bismillah.
This is a big one. Have you got your tohunks in here?
Bismillah.
Come
Bismillah.
equipped with his own tent.
Bismillah.
All right. There you go, look. All right. And Youssef? In you go. Ah, we made it. We got here just in time.
The journey عليلوش was about to take was very different to the long trek I'd made into the Atlas Mountains to find him.
Here we go with leg 2 of the journey. We've got an hour's off-road driving and then 2 hours walking. It's still very early in the morning. It's absolutely baking hot. All I can say is I hope عليلوش is where Addy thinks he is. Benzer عليلوش! عليلوش! Somewhere up there. عليلوش. How on earth we're going to find him, I've got no idea, but I'm quite excited. Oh wow, look at this.
Hamdur.
Very
It's
beautiful.
village Berber Hamdur.
Andor.
Okay, that's the village of Handor.
What?
Yes?
You would like to drive?
Yes, please. Is that okay? Yusuf, shukran.
Allez.
Woo! Quick, jump in.
ايوه
Tamada.
هلا سير نشان
Hang on.
هاي طاف
Yella?
طاف فوق طيب
Does that mean go faster? Scream for speed. Men's عليلوش.
عليلوش ذكرت
This is the right way, isn't it?
صاغري هاي لا
Somewhere along here, the road runs out. We
النشان
pick up 6 mules or donkeys.
I remember being amazed at how much each animal could comfortably carry.
عليلوش would travel the whole distance that we have today on one of these mules and up to his tent carrying supplies from the market. But today, instead of just carrying wheat and barley, these mules are carrying the Blue Peter camera equipment. So take it easy, guys.
The people of the mountains are Berber. They're Morocco's first inhabitants, and there are few populations in the world who can match their length of title to the land. But it hasn't been easy. Many a war has been fought in the Atlas Mountains as the Berbers struggle to keep their place in Morocco. Aliloush's tribe, the Eight Atta, was renowned for being one of the most ferocious around.
I've seen to come across some water, which is in short supply up in the Atlas Mountains. But it's very refreshing. We're giving the horses a break as well. Ah, that's better. I'm beginning to see why Aliloush lives up here. What a view. This place is just... it's magical.